So what was I looking for in women in my past when I first started dating? So circa 2010 compared to now. Well, I just lost weight. A few years before that, I was starting to get my confidence, started working on myself. I hit the gym early that year. So 2010, uh, started going to clubs, started going with my friends. They invited me, like, yeah, let's go. I like to dance. So I got attention very fast because, I'm not going to toot my horn, but I can move my hips really well. And at that time, just getting attention and seeing how dancing was, and basically it was just grinding, basically having sex on the dance floor, foreplay before you go home is what I got out of it. But it it really just boiled down to finding. I would find women, and if they were date worthy, they were date worthy. But most of the time it was just to have fun, so to speak, because I wasn't saved then. I wasn't uh, in a place like I am now. The quality was bad, bad to medium. There was one girl I met, 2013 comes to mind, but other than that, like it just was not good quality. For the most part, there was some hit and misses there. We were just in different places. I guess the best way to put it is the women I was attracted to weren't attracted to me, and the women that was attracted to me, I wasn't attracted to them. So it was hit or miss. And you just, that was a continuous thing. I mean, I got attention, but it was like single moms, uh, beer girls, but then there would be some decent looking women in there. But they might have been wanted a relationship. They might not have wanted anything serious. They were just wanting you to go home with them, and that'd be it, kind of thing. And being the way I danced and had thoughts of becoming a male stripper, I will neither confirm nor deny if I audition for anything like that. So, be that as it may, it was something that is way different than what I looked for now, being 2024, and with the woman I'm with now. It's way different. Uh, there was nothing really serious. There was nothing worth getting a relationship for, and I wouldn't even know how to handle it. I didn't really get in my first quote unquote relationship until late 2011, and that was just it was a trash heap, to say the least. Uh, but I learned from it. I will say this: every subsequent relationship I got in, every subsequent year, I learned more and more and more how to be masculine, how to handle it, and how to be less tolerant of stupidity. And so that was the biggest improvement, was being able to work on yourself, see progress in yourself, and know your worth. And it really didn't hit me until I took the red pill, but that wasn't until 2020, going through my separation, knowing what I knew then and getting into self-improvement. Things would have been way different, but I mean, hindsight's always 2020. But the qualities, I'd say, was just good looking, not fat, and sexual. That was it. Like, if I got in a relationship, that's fine. I really didn't know what I was looking for. Compared to now, it's like, well, there's a list. There's always a list. In a nutshell: Christian, feminine, conservative, which they tie into each other, fit, and doesn't want to get married by the state. That's my biggest thing, because I don't like to involve the government in anything I do. So that was the qualities I was looking for now. And not to mention like smaller things, like being able to come into my frame, which is very important. Being feminine, meaning submissive, agreeable, sensitive, supportive, and peaceful. And I have to have that. Somebody that is going to be a compliment to my life, being able to push me to chase excellence. And the most important thing is having a closer relationship with God. So the biggest difference: I wasn't saved compared to where I'm saved, and the self improvement would be second. That dictated both of those, and it's night and day. It's night and day different, because men had to be made. So I wasn't a man then. I didn't have a strong masculine presence. Circa 2010, I was just getting into my confidence. I just started working out. I didn't know what I wanted in life, And compared to 2024, 14 years later, I have a close relationship with God. He's the most important thing in my life. I'm chasing excellence, and I'm starting to absorb the right people. And now to absorb the right woman that wants to come into my life. And the biggest thing too is being able to deal with another big thing would be rejection. How can you handle rejection? I wasn't good with dealing with rejection with women then. Now it's like I anticipate it from people. Like I'm so against the grain and anti-societal that I expect people not to approve of what I do, what I think about things, to be, because I don't like the direction society's going, because it's very satanic. So those qualities dictate that difference. Like I'd say being not saved to being saved now, not working on self-improvement besides working out to working on self-improvement now, and putting that together and knowing the red pill and taking the red pill, and we're focusing on that and knowing the men and women dynamics. That's what changed the most. And it's honestly, like I said, a night and day difference. And I think most men could take that and have something similar to that, unless if they didn't have a strong masculine presence. But if they did, they probably picked it up earlier, especially if they had a successful parental atmosphere with the mom and the dad being there, the mom being feminine, the dad being masculine. And even better if it's a Christian household. That is a hard thing to find nowadays, and that's my goal to set up for me and the woman I'm with. So I think if you look at it like that and you take from that experience from me, you can get a big, not only a 14-year shift, but the turning point. I would say if I had to pick a quote unquote turning point, it would be when I got saved in 2014. That would be the biggest turning point. The next one would be when I took the red pill, and that was like 2020. So somewhere around there, those two, the confidence in the beginning of 2010, the getting saved in 2014, the taking the red pill in 2020, and then now it's just, I expect it all to go up from here, because you never stop growing, and you never stop learning and applying things. Because even when you're with somebody, you got to keep gaming them. What you did to get them, you got to keep doing to keep them, and they should be doing the same thing. If they're not, y'all just ain't gonna work out. So that's my experience. That's the difference in the qualities I was looking for. It's pretty interesting to look back and think about it, but that's where I'm at right now.